Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. It's that time once again, 2 times voids, and I'm going to be pulling a bunch of shards today. Just before, I did want to mention this pack has come out. This is day 2 of the anniversary packs, which are good pack values if you are a spender. So I think this is probably the cheapest version, because I'm very low spend with just the monthly gem pack. It's $29.99 US dollars. I think it's the same in euro when I was on my phone earlier. 10 void shards, 4 legendary skill tomes, 500k silver. I put it into Chosen's offer calculator, and yeah, came back like this. It's 3.11 offer score. Not as good as the energy pack yesterday, but still one of the best packs that they sell. And again, he says a fair value for this would be $42. He'd buy it for $37, I think, and it's $29.99. So if you're a spender, it's worth getting. I'm curious what you guys think. So I didn't actually buy the energy pack yesterday. I'm just really reluctant to spend anything more than the monthly gem pack, which I've started to get. Because it enables me, as you can see, I burned through my gems during personal rewards CVC. If I didn't have the 2k gems, I just wouldn't have been able to do it, right? Wouldn't have been able to do it. I've in a clan for Nightmare Hydra, and yeah, the requirements for personal rewards CVC are really high, so I need the gems to actually be able to compete. I mean, €10 a month for that's not bad, right? But should I buy it? Let me know. Do you think I should buy this? Basically, what I've been doing, it popped it up again. It really wants me to buy it. It heard. They're listening over the microphone. They're like, yes, do buy. But I heard you guys on your comments. And you know what, you guys, I think maybe we're right. I think I was wrong, to be honest. You know, I'm not going to stand here and pretend that I didn't miss some of the info here. But as you guys pointed out, and you can still do this, by the way, I did pull a sacred and got nothing yesterday for 500 points. You can pull a sacred, because this is going on for another 4 days. You could pull a sacred on Tuesday morning, right after the daily reset. You could pull your sacred for 500 points. So you can do what I'm doing if you want. And what I'm going to do is obviously pull most of my voids today, but then I'm going to save 9 voids for the 3 other days. So for 3 of the other days, so Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I'm going to pull 3 voids each day with 50 mystery shards, and that's going to give me enough points. If you skip out on this fusion warm-up event, though, really, I don't think you're missing much. Like, a bit of gems is nice, 1 epic skill tome's nice. The 2 chaos ores are pretty good, but yeah, it's nothing to freak out about, to be honest. They're great, but it's nothing to go crazy about. If you skip this one completely, like I was originally thinking I would, I don't think you're missing out on much. Like, these rewards are really nothing. So yeah, but I'm going to do it anyway. But it does mean that that's 9 voids we can't pull. So I was half thinking, well, number one, what should I do? Let's say we don't buy any pack. I don't even know where it's gone. If I don't buy a pack, will I record me opening up the 3 voids a day and put it into like a little mini video then, maybe on Monday, showing me opening up those void shards? Would you guys want to see that? Or alternatively, I could like buy this pack and open up whatever, these extra shards each day as well, and do a bigger video. It'd be more like, instead of 9, it would be, I guess, what, 17? Something like that. No, slightly more, 18 voids, which is a more substantial thing. Let me know what you think and what you would like to see. But as you can see, I have 45 voids saved up just from CVC and Clan Boss and Doom Tower, clearing Doom Tower normal and hard, both get void. So we're doing pretty well on the voids. So I'm going to save at least 9, which means we're going to open 36 today. So let's do it. Here we go. What am I looking for in terms of the voids, though? What is it that I want to get? Well, there's a couple of things I really want to get. Any game-changing void legendary would be great, particularly ones that are either good for Arena or for Hydra. They're the 2 big things. So the number 1 would probably be Sifi, because she's amazing for both Hydra and Arena. So it'd be amazing to get a Sifi. For Arena only, Nekret would be pretty much god tier. We could probably do some stuff with him in Hydra as well. I mean, a Yumiko would be great. I'd even love a Riho, could be pretty cool. I definitely think for a Nuker for Arena, you know, a Leorius would be amazing. Tunisia for Hydra would be great. Of course, Krisk for Hydra would be great. Just any really good Void Legendary would be amazing. We'll see if we get one. We'll see. Let's hope. Let's hope. All right, here we go, guys. First 10 pull incoming. Okay. Come on, let's go. Give me something good would be nice. Scathix. You know what? Scathix is an epic that has some use for Hydra. I've heard some people having some success with him. I think he places block debuffs. I'll check now in a second. Ah, nothing. 800 points. Okay. Scathix. So he does put block debuffs. I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow, I think, on Hydra. I'm going to be talking about this a little bit, but block debuffs, while it can be very good on Hydra, can also be extremely dangerous. It's typically very intensive to actually use block debuffs well. I think using block debuffs in Hydra is probably the biggest mistake and most common mistake that people make. I'm throwing it out there. But other than that, he's good. You know, decrease speed A1, AoE with buff steal A2. It's really nice. He's got a shield, which also is a full cleanse. So he does good stuff. Resist aura, which is okay, and he puts block damage when his health goes low. That's okay, but yeah, it's just, can you use block debuffs effectively in Hydra? It's not a given. All right, 10 down. Let's go. So we're gonna have 2 more of these 10 pulls, this one and the next one, and then I think it's 6 individual pulls. Come on, this is a whole bunch of blues. Oh my goodness. Wait, where are even the epics? There's an epic. Okay, it's Lua. I actually think she's new. Come on. There's another epic, Golden Reaper. Another epic. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. You know what? I gave out about no epics and we got rewarded. So Lua, I actually think is brand new for me. She is a Void Nuker. It's kind of like I think the kind of funny thing is that she's almost like a worse Cold Heart, right? She has full deplete, 100% turn meter depletion, 4-turn cooldown on this lucky shot that ignores shield and block damage. I really feel like Cold Heart just, yeah, it overshadows that. But then Hail of Arrows is pretty good. Triple hitter, AoE, and each critical hit heals her up a bit. That's kind of nice. And then her A1 does 50% of the inflicted damage to all enemies if this attack is critical. So I think it does do a little bit of extra damage AoE. I don't know if this does that much, but triple hitter AoE that hits pretty hard is actually very nice on a 3-turn cooldown. So she's a solid enough Void Nuker. Not really that useful for me. Golden Reaper, though, I actually think it's pretty underrated. So she has 3-turn cooldown, increased speed, and 20% turn meter fill. So this is like better than Haikatoon, better than Apothecary. This is actually pretty good. She has an AoE, which books to a 75% chance to put decrease attack for 2 turns, and decreases turn meter of targets if they're not under a decrease attack debuff. So the second part, not that useful, but look, 4-turn cooldown, AoE with a good chance of decrease attack. It's not great, but it's okay. It's only okay. Where she is good, though, I think is for Hydra, right? Because she gives you that speed buff and turn meter fill. She brings you an AoE decrease attack, actually quite good for Hydra. And then this is actually quite nice, too. Harvest of Blood, when booked up, 50% chance to decrease the cooldown of one of a random ally skills by 1 turn. That can actually be really nice for Hydra. So as an increased speed champion, obviously she's not Lady Kimmy, okay, obviously, but it's actually not bad. This A1 is pretty solid, and she's going to do the A1 a decent amount of times. Yeah, like you slap her in some revenge accessories even, perhaps, and she can potentially start knocking cooldowns off of like your Royal Guards or your Husks or Geomancer, like those big hits, and that can translate to a lot of extra damage, accuracy, and faction crypt. She's got really good base speed. I think it goes even higher when she's ascended, and 6-star. So yeah, she's solid enough. And then Oboro, I'm actually quite excited about this. I really like Oboro. Number 1, I think she looks just so badass. I love the giant helmet covering her face. That's like, damn, that's anime. I like it. And then I love this effect on the weapons. They look just super, super cool. What does she do that is fun? So number 1, she has a single target attack that can put decreased defense. She attacks all enemies. It's an AoE attack if the target's under 4 or more debuffs. So especially against Hydra, when the head of Decay is not there, the cleansing head, I think she actually becomes really good for that. She also has got a double hit that can transfer all debuffs from her to the target. She can steal all buffs on this as well, Mystic Smoke. Then she also has another 3-down cooldown here that gives her increased crit rate, increased crit damage, and then a single target attack. Gives her Perfect Veil if it crits, so she mega buffs herself. This is what I think makes it a bit difficult for Hydra, because Mischief is going to just nom the crap out of her with those 3 buffs on, and you really don't want Mischief stealing a crit rate, especially. That's really bad for you. So that's definitely a downside, but yeah, if Mischief and Decay aren't there on any of those rotations, I think she's actually very good as Void. Gives herself a Revive on Death as well. So she gives herself a whole bunch of buffs. She's absolutely going to rip through. She's actually not bad in Arena as a single target nuker. So I actually quite like Oboro. There we go. Okay, we've got one more 10 pull. Here we go. So a couple of nice epics, but really we're looking for that gold. I haven't had a Void Legendary in a long time. I don't think we're quite at Mercy, but we're going to be getting there soon. Unless we pull one now. Oh! We pull one now. Oh, no way, dude. No way, dude. Oh, my God. We're not going to hit Mercy, boys. Holy shit. Holy shit. I can't believe I got Confessor. Oh my god, Confessor, god tier, right? Absolutely. And that skin, she doesn't even need a skin. She's, oh my god, we actually got Krisk. You're kidding me. Okay, well, there's that game changer for Hydra. Holy shit. How many books does Krisk need? Oh, he needs a lot of bucks. He needs a lot of bucks, but Krisk is amazing. So what does he do for Hydra? Why is he god tier? Well, there's about 50 billion reasons why he's probably the best legendary in the game for Hydra, arguably. Number one, obviously, with his passive, gives you a shield at the start. That doesn't matter, but whenever he's hit, he puts decreased defense and decreased attack on the attacker. So all the Hydra heads doing AoE attacks, he's just going to keep putting decreased defense, decreased attack on them. Very nice. What else does he do? His A1, when it booked up, 50% chance to put decreased speed for 2 turns. This is just, I'm still in disbelief here. Oh my god. I'm still in disbelief. Yeah, so 50% chance of decreased speed, very useful. And again, it's actually kind of nice that it's not 100% chance in a weird way, because it does enable you to do the little cheesy thing at the start of the Hydra fight, where you can decrease speed on the cleansing head of decay, and then use your block buffs to actually block the poison cloud. So yeah, that actually can be quite nice. He also has this move is just god tier for Hydra, right? 3 turn cooldown, 1 book, Centuried Vigor, AoE attack, ally protection on all allies for 2 turns, 2 continuous heals on him for 1 turn, and increase the duration of all ally buffs. So you're increasing all your buffs, ally protecting everyone and increasing the duration, so halving the damage all your squishy damage dealers deal. Very important for Nightmare Hydra. But this is the real sneaky thing. By putting 2 continuous heals on himself, and he obviously extends those as well, I'm pretty sure, that's 2 extra buffs that your other champions don't have, which means that Head of Mischief is gonna nom 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 on Mr. Krisk, which has, number 1, the benefit of putting decreased defense, decreased attack on Head of Mischief. That's nice. It also means that your squishy targets aren't having their turn meter stolen. That's nice. But the big deal is, you build Krisk with really high resistance, and if he's getting nom nom nommed by Mischief nearly every single time, guess what? You can bring in Sifi, you can bring in Duchess, you can bring in Brogni, you can bring in all these other champions that put block debuffs on, and you don't have to worry that, well, you know what, kind of awkward, Royal Guard actually had the most buffs this time. The Head of Mischief just stole 10 buffs, including block debuffs off Royal Guard. He spread it around everyone. We're really screwed. No, you're fine. Every single time Head of Mischief is going to be nomming on Krisk, and also Krisk will resist the turn meter steal, which is even really big as well. Head of Mischief takes far fewer turns. The Devour counter ticks down far slower. Amazing. He also brings, by the way, increased defense for himself. That's another buff. That's nice. And increased speed for the entire team, which is really good as well. This also is an AoE provoke. Holy crap. We just pulled one of the best legendaries in the game. Oh my god. Let's go. Okay. We're going to pull 6 more, because why not? Why not? Watch a Yumiko pop out now. Not quite. Not quite. Renegade, the Renegade's amazing. If you don't have Renegade, I actually need to get one of my Renegades up to 6 stars and build her fast to do like the mini Kaimar thing. She's actually better than Kaimar in Spider and Fire Knight, generally speaking, I would say. Depends on your team comp, of course. But, you know, if this is enough 2 turns off your cooldowns, if that's enough for your composition to work, then she's actually better. So for my Fire Knight team, she'd actually be better because you can save this triple hitting attack for when you actually get to the Fire Knight, which is pretty cool. Renegade's amazing. Oh boy, we don't need to buy the Void pack, guys. We got frickin' Krisk. We got another Confessor, the real thing, the real star of today's episode. Oh man, we're paying the rare tax now though, guys. We're paying that rare tax, and that's okay with me. 3 more shards to go here. Another epic, oh, here we go. I forgot we got another Godseeker Aniri as well, which is actually very spicy too. Godseeker Aniri is a great champion, and I think you could definitely potentially build 2 of her. So I'll look into that. She requires like a metric ton of epic books though, so it might take me a while. Inquisitor Shamail also requires not that many books. He's not too bad. This guy is fantastic for Hydra. He is going to be showing up in the Hydra video I'm going to be doing tomorrow, by the way, even without Head of Torment. So you can see that, what Inquisitor Shamail does if no Head of Torment actually shows up in your run. We'll see that, right? But he's got this ability here, his A1, 50% books a 75% chance to decrease the duration of a random buff on the target by 1 turn. It's actually quite useful against Hydra. You know, if you don't have full block debuff coverage, you can knock off like the reflect damage or the ally protection that Head of Suffering puts out, whatever. So that's actually quite nice. And every time an enemy puts a debuff on an ally, he counterattacks. They do half damage and can't be critical, so it really doesn't do any damage. But if you give him Giant Slayer, it can keep proccing Giant Slayer, which is kind of insane. So he can actually do a lot of damage against enemies that put out lots of debuffs. So for Hydra, Head of Blight, right? The Poison Head puts out tons of poisons on your team. You're going to sit there for 10 minutes just waiting while Shamail, bloop, bloop, bloop. This is actually I'm probably doing it faster than he actually does. He'll bloop out just counterattack after counterattack after counterattack. Quite funny. Then his A2 hits massively hard, Cow the Horrors. Attacks one enemy 3 times, ignores 25% of the target's defense, and an additional 25% defense for each buff on this champion, right? So he doesn't need Savage Gear. Does not need Savage Gear. You put 3 buffs on him and he's ignoring 100% defense with a triple hitter. So this does ridiculously huge single target damage. Absolutely smacks. True fears everyone if all the enemies, if he kills an enemy. That's kind of nice, but you're probably not going to stack him too much with accuracy. Maybe a little bit, but it's really not essential. Really not essential. The big thing, obviously, for Hydra is this. Critical hits fill his turn meter, that's fine. But whenever an ally gets feared or true feared, he instantly removes the debuff and fills their turn meter by 15%. Now, for Hydra, and possibly for everywhere else in the game, this is bugged. On Hydra, it removes the debuff, but it will actually fill the turn meter of whoever is in your lead slot, so the aura slot. It actually boosts their turn meter, so you can enable them to take way more turns. You effectively turn the Head of Torment into a turn meter battery for your lead person, which is insane. It's obviously insane. And by the way, because whenever someone gets true feared by hitting Head of Torment, he'll counterattack, and then he'll get true feared, and he cleanses both of them, which gives you like 30% turn meter onto your lead person, which is super, super good. Really works well with Lydia. Lydia also counterattacks, so the two of them are just, it's quite funny. He also, what's he give you? Accuracy and Doom Tower, really nice too. He's great as well for Doom Tower, especially. Blowing up the Sifis, right? People really struggle with Sifi waves and Rotos waves. He can nuke them down. He can absolutely blow them up. Just one-shotting those Sifis with Cow the Horrors. It hits that hard. You can build him with high damage and he's going to rip through. I think for Hydra, I'm going to re-gear mine at some point soon. Maybe actually I'll build 2 of them. We'll see. But for Hydra, you can build him for high damage for lower difficulties, or you can build him like tankier for higher difficulties, like slap him in. Lifesteal would be particularly good, like Lifesteal and Giant Slayer. He doesn't really need any damage, just have him tanky. He's going to maintain full health because of Revenge, proccing Giant Slayer, and healing with Lifesteal. And he just makes you immune to the Head of Torment. And by building him with no damage, he also does... the Head of Torment will stay alive a little bit longer, which is nice. That's one downside of the... Oh, another Renegade. It's one downside of the... of bringing him against Torment with Giant Slayer, is he can kill Torment a bit too quick. Well, there you go, guys. Gear Grinder, by the way, is actually pretty good rare. He has a Revive with half health, half turn meter. Actually quite good, 5-turn cooldown. AoE heal on a 3-turn cooldown. And then his A1 puts continuous heals on him. So he's actually pretty solid for Faction Wars for Ogren Tribes. Definitely no slouch. Decent rare champion for sure. Good revive for a rare champion. But there you go. Oh my god, what a roller coaster of emotions. Guys, we just pulled a motherfudging Krisk. We just pulled a Krisk. There we go. Wow. Guys, I hope you have as much luck with your Void Shards. Let me know how your pulls go. Oh, look at that. We're slightly short, but remember, I am going to be pulling, and let me know what I should do. I am going to be pulling 3 more Voids over the next 3 days, each day, just to, fill out the thing for the Chaos Ore, just because why not, pretty much. Why not at this point? Might as well. So let me know what I should do. Should I record those videos or not? Should I buy the pack of shards and pull those along with it, or do you think we're fine? I'm thinking we're probably fine. But we'll see. We just got a whole bunch of points. Feels good, man. We pulled a crit. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? Let's go. So, yeah. Oh, man. We pulled a motherfucking Krisk. We actually did it. We actually did it. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.